Ever wondered what would happen if you spilled a glass of wine on your giant yarn blanket? Let's find out. I think you might be shocked by the result. Hi there, I'm Anya from Peony in Time, and we're going to be starting a really fun web series that I'm really excited about. Basically, we're going to be trying to spill everything on giant yarn blankets and then seeing how well it cleans out. The most frequent questions that I get when it comes to giant yarn blankets is, how do I clean these? And up till now, it's mostly been me going like, well, just try not to get it dirty. Which, you know, no matter how well you try to take care of something that's really special to you, life happens. Coffee's gonna spill, wine's gonna spill, you know. So we thought it would be really fun to try just a web series and do a series of like short videos experimenting and documenting what happens when you spill red wine, coffee, ketchup, anything else we can think of on your giant blanket, and then how well it cleans out. At the end of this series, I'm also going to be taking my blanket to a dry cleaner for the first time. I've been told a number of times that dry cleaning, as long as it's like an experienced dry cleaner who knows how to work with expensive wools, that's a really good option. But I've never tried it before, and I don't really want to recommend something to people if I haven't actually tried it myself. So we're gonna give that a try. But I'm gonna kind of take my time with this fun series in the meantime, because I mean, it's a little bit horrifying, but also kind of fun just to like, you know, throw something crazy on your blanket and see what happens. So if you can think of anything that you would like me to try, so far today we're gonna be doing red wine. Next up is coffee, and then I think ketchup. If there's anything that you can think of that you're concerned about, like maybe spilling on your blanket and would be interested in, you know, seeing a video on, let me know. And we'll see about maybe adding it to the list. All right, thanks so much for joining, and let's see what happens here. This is one of my favorite blankets, but I decided to use it kind of as a sacrificial blanket. So today, we're gonna spill some red wine on this. And yeah, I'm kind of excited. It's kind of fun. So yeah, so this is really not fancy. I know it's a screw off top, but it was only $4.99 at Grocery Outlet. So, I mean, I feel like we're just gonna really go for it. How often do you get to just like purposely make a big mess? So, all right, so I have my glass of wine. I'm gonna go ahead and just dump it on this blanket and then just kind of spot clean it, because I'm obviously, like I mentioned, not gonna just throw this whole thing in the washer. Spoiler, I have never done this before. I don't know what's gonna happen. I've accidentally spilled a little bit of coffee on this blanket before, but it was just a really small amount. I had really good luck just spot cleaning and getting it out. But basically, we're just kind of documenting an experiment here, and so you get to come right along with me. So yeah, I'm gonna pour this on here. It feels so wrong though. And I've got my husband Ryan helping me as the cameraman. I'm just gonna pour it on one layer though, so I have like a smaller amount to spot clean. We'll do it right on the counter here, so. Oh, this might get really everywhere. Okay. This feels really wrong. I'm a little nervous. Here we go. Ah! Okay, cool, all right. Okay, so now this is definitely everywhere. It's like seeping out underneath the blanket too. So my first step here is just gonna be to kind of sop up like the excess liquid. This really did get everywhere. Okay, yeah, woo, here we go, here we go. We'll just get a lot of paper towels. And, oh, my poor blanket, I really do love you. Okay, so you can kind of see it's pretty much everywhere on the top and the bottom there. And so, wow, sorry, this is not very like earth conscious. I'm just using up so many So many paper towels here, but okay, so first I'm just going to start dabbing. Wow, and that's pretty impressive. You can see initially, so I'm just starting with like the outer parts here. You can see, wow, oh my gosh, that really does come off really well, even just initially just with a paper towel. I'm starting to regret using quite so much wine, but that's okay. Okay, so all I'm doing is really just squeezing. And so this, I do want to be careful too. One of the things I wanted to mention, so anytime that you have moisture and especially heat and then agitation with wool, it's going to start to felt. So I'm trying not to be too rough with this because it will, even if there isn't water involved, it will go ahead and it will start the felting process a little bit as the little scales on the fiber start to kind of interlock together after being like roughed up.
Can you show an example of when you get one of those little dots all the way?
Oh, like
do a little one, like they almost completely
like this. Yeah. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of just like dab it off and it comes off really well. So that's really nice for like if it was just a little splash, like it really does come off quite well. Okay, and then, yeah, like look at that. Like it kind of just stays on the outer fibers. Oh my gosh, this is so much. Okay, so probably in this case, like just a towel would be a good idea too, just like setting it on a towel. Okay, so I'm just gonna do this for a little bit, kind of like carefully just squishing, trying to soak up any of the excess wine. And then next we are just going to kind of run some cold water through here to kind of rinse out any of the remaining wine that might be on here.
I can't believe how much comes out.
Right? It's really impressive. Okay, so I think I was able to dab out most of the excess liquid. So now here we have the stuff that's just kind of hanging out a little, has gone a little bit deeper into the fiber there. You can kind of see. So it's just kind of starting to kind of stain it kind of pink. That's the top, and then here's the bottom. It's actually a pretty color, so. Maybe if if it doesn't come all the way out, maybe I'll just put wine over the rest of it and have like a pretty pink blanket. Okay, so next I'm just gonna try running some cold water over it. Again, this is all just spitballing. I haven't tried any of this before. But I'm gonna use cold water because, so any sort of moisture plus agitation for on wool is gonna start the felting process. But if it's hot water, it's gonna make it happen a whole lot faster. So we're gonna do cold water and just try to be really gentle to, you know, try to get as much cleaning without felting as possible. Okay. All right. Okay, so you can kind of see it like saturated, it soaked it up right there in the spot where the wine was. Oh, actually it's looking, wow, it's actually washing it out really well. I was hoping that was what was gonna happen, but I wasn't kind of sure, but I wasn't quite sure. Dang, that really is working well. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Like it really looks good.
Yeah.
little more on this top side here. And then I'm going to flip this part over. Oh wow, it just keeps on going. I might have gotten a little bit carried away, but like really, if you had accidentally knocked over a glass of wine or something, like it probably, you know, it probably would be a lot and it would go all over the place. So it's for science. Wow, that really is looking quite good. Okay, not bad. We'll see how it dries. But yeah, not too bad. It looks a little darker there. I'm not sure if that's just because it's wet and it's soaking up, you know, it's darker because it's wet, or if it's darker because it did dye the wool a little bit. I guess we'll find out later. Okay, backside. Couple little spots there. Pretty good, really. Let's see. See, now here it just looks kind of dirty. I'm not sure if that's just the wool, or if, again, if it dyed it a little bit and just darkened it up a little bit. Okay. Looking pretty good. It did turn it, okay. It's still looking a little bit purple on this side. So it may have ended up dyeing it a little bit. Let's see, let me try just a little more here. Oh, this would have been a great time to have a wool wash. Okay, I just went to look to see if I had any wool wash. I thought I had some nice wool wash in my craft room. Would have been a great thing to think ahead and have some of that on hand. Instead, I was like, I think I just want to do it with water. I think that'll do the trick. Anyhow, so I'll get some of that. And so for our next one, I will have some wool wash on hand. Anyhow, I'm really impressed. This is coming out really well. So this is just dabbing out the, you know, the initial wine and then water. Again, it's looking dark. Like it might have dyed it just slightly purple, but I'm not quite sure. Right here, it just still looks a little bit purpley to me. Okay. Wow, quite good though. Okay, I don't want to mess with it too much more because I don't want to make it felt too much. But I think I am really quite happy with how this is turning out. Okay, I'm going to get a towel. Oh gosh, paper towels down. Okay, so I'm just getting a kitchen towel here. And I'm just gonna put it on either side like this and just kind of gently squeeze. To get as much of that moisture out as I can. Oh, it really did make a mess. Oh well. Okay, maybe I'll grab another towel too. And we'll just scooch this over on the counter here. Make sure there's no more wine underneath on the counter. That'd be a bad move. Okay. Okay. It's definitely still looking a little dark there. So we may end up with just like a slight purplish hue down in this corner. But yeah, one perk here too is this really does dry pretty quickly. And it's summer here right now. Ooh, I missed a little bit right back here. Just a little bit of wine. Let me grab this guy. But it's summer here right now. And so I think I'm gonna put this out in the sun to make sure that it does dry all the way because I don't want it like making my house smell like damp wool. Okay, so I would say that actually I'm like pretty impressed with how well that came out. If you get up close, you can obviously see there is definitely a little bit of a purple hint to it. Right there, yeah. So you can definitely see there's a little bit of a purple tint to it there, but really, I don't know, unless you're looking pretty close at this, I don't think you're gonna notice it. Like in the grand scheme of things, I don't think if you have this blanket on your couch, it's like, it doesn't look like something that like a huge glass of red wine just dropped on. So I'm feeling pretty excited about that. Okay, let's put this bad boy out in the sun for a while and let it dry. All right, so I left this out in the sun for just a little bit, but then I got excited and wanted to go ahead and film the end of this. So here, you can see, so this is the corner. I had to look, I couldn't even find it first where, like which corner it was. And if you look carefully, you can see just a slight tinge to it. But honestly, I mean, seriously, how good does that look? I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with that. So yeah. So, moral of the story, it's not the end of the world if you accidentally spill some red wine on your giant yarn blanket. Okay, I had to pop back in here with just a little update because you guys, oh my gosh, I cannot even believe how good this looks. So I let this blanket dry really, really thoroughly after I finished my first round of filming. Left it outside in the sunshine for quite a few hours. And it's been like maybe a week now, so it's just like completely dry. And I just like turned it around and around for several minutes because I couldn't figure out which side, but like which corner was the one that I had even spilled the wine on, because they all look almost exactly the same now. The only way I ended up being able to figure out which corner it actually was just because this corner you can tell it did felt just a teeny bit from all the handling. But other than that, you really can't even tell. It looks so perfect. I am so impressed and so happy. So yeah. That was definitely just a huge success. So don't forget to comment below with any questions, or if you have any ideas for something that it would be fun to add to the lineup of like what happens when I spill this on my blanket. So yeah, as always, thanks so much for joining and watching these videos. I'd love it if you wanted to like and subscribe, and I'll see you here next time. Bye-bye. Ever wondered what would happen if you spilled a glass of red wine on your giant yarn blanket? Let's find out. I think you might be, that just got really easy. I think you might be surprised. Oh gosh, I haven't even had any wine. All right. Now I've got the giggles and I feel like this is your fault.
You want me to stop it?
No, it's okay. Keep on rolling. I'm a professional. Okay. Okay. That's not helping. Okay, actually maybe it did. Ever wondered what would happen if you spilled a glass of wine on your giant yarn blanket? Let's find out. I think you might be I think it just sounds so like clickbaity. I think you're going to be shocked. Okay.